All right, we got a showdown here. Very pivotal game in the SEC West, Shane. Also at noon Eastern, 11 o'clock Central. LSU hitting the road for Mississippi State. The Tigers, 2.5-point favorite. It's going to be broadcast by ESPN. And the over-under, 56 points. Mississippi State, of course, won the game last year in tremendous opening season fashion. Who do you like in this matchup?
Mike, I don't know about you, man, but I really had a tough time making picks. I mean, I'm looking – I have flip-flopped a few of these games multiple times, and I've convinced myself that the other team's going to win just about every time. This one's no different. Which LSU team shows up? I think that's the key. Is this last year's LSU that just progressively gets better every single week? Or is this week one LSU that gets their ass beat by UCLA? I don't know. That's the question right now. I mean, part of me wants to say, okay, LSU's back last week, but man, I'm telling you, again, it is so tough for me to gamble on those Tigers right now. And then on the other side of the coin, you got Mississippi State. At times, looking like a dominant top 25 program. And then at times – they look terrible. And again, I hate to look back in the rearview mirror, Mike, but this game last week is still in my craw, man. They should not have let Memphis sneak back into this thing. They should have done things a little bit different. They capitalized. They made too many mistakes. So, needless to say, all that being said, Mike, the spread on this game is what, 2.5 LSU?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think LSU's back, man. And I don't think they're like all the way back, but they're back enough to beat Mississippi State. This scoreboard, this constant reminder this week down at LSU is how they embarrassed them last year. I think this is a little bit of a revenge game. It does help that it's in Mississippi State, but I just think LSU I think it's one of those last possession games. So give me LSU 28, Mississippi State 21.
Ooh. I love a lot of what you had to say, Shane. I mean, like you said, if Mississippi State wins this game, would not surprise me in the least. If LSU wins this game, would not surprise me in the least. It's an issue for me that the home team is an underdog. It certainly seems like Mississippi State playing with the Cowbells there in Starkville as an underdog. You got to like their odds more often than not. Last time, they were underdog at home. NC State whooped the hell out of them. You know what I mean? So, and if we get the LSU that we got week one, maybe even week two against McNeese, LSU may get run out the building here. But I'm kind of with you, man. I mean, last week it all kind of started to click. At least it appeared to for LSU. We've got so many young players on this team. A lot of the running back, Corey Kiner guy I already mentioned. I think he'll have a good day. I just don't think he'll go wild because Zach Arnett and this Mississippi State defense, let's give them all the credit in the world. They're continue to be one of the more underrated units in the SEC, if not the country. But I just think LSU's got so many weapons. Max Johnson seemed to really get some confidence last week, throwing to a lot of these receivers, Keyshawn Butte, and man, I would pick Mississippi State. I really would if I knew what I was getting in their offense. But they could get down 20 points here and then they'll come to life. But, if they would come out firing on all cylinders right out the gate, I'd have a lot more confidence in them. But not only that, I've not seen them play a full 4 quarters of football. So I'm right there with you. I got LSU, and almost by a similar margin here. LSU 27, Mississippi State 20. But just like you, Shade, I do not feel great about this selection. I'll just tell you that right now.
Hey, to be fair, Mike, I had Mississippi State win this game all week, but then I don't know, just something gut feeling, and usually I'm wrong in these situations. Mississippi State fans probably happy I'm picking this way, but I don't know. I need to see it, and I think we know. I think the good thing about this game right here, Mike, when it's over and it's done with, we're gonna know exactly where these programs are at. Right now, it's still just kind of up in the air, but I think we'll know exactly how they're gonna fit in the SEC after this week.